Hey, it's Caduce sitting here with my Canadian sisters, Tegan and Sara.
Family.
We're just talking about how you've been making records for almost 10 years now, but it seems like your popularity has been jacked up increasingly the past couple albums. Has it felt like a steady growth, or did it really have a turning point?
I think it's definitely been a steady growth. I think that's something we sort of set out to do. You know, like we very early on in our career decided that we didn't want to just like go for the gold, and if it didn't work out, then we failed and
lowered expectations.
Yeah. We were like, let's just maybe go for 4th or 5th place. I thought your shirt was on backwards, and I was gonna be like, oh my God, we have to start again. Poor Sara.
Fashion faux pas.
Backwards.
Turn the cameras off.
This is crisscross day for the first interview day.
Put it
It's
on
backwards.
You put it on
backwards.
It's funny.
You know what? It is funny now, but it was so cool back in the day.
It was
to wear something back.
Tegan
Crisscross. There's all
loved
these
crisscross day.
fads.
We had crisscross day at our junior high, and I was one of the only students to dress on crisscross day, like crisscross, which was embarrassing because I was a nerd. But that's was like 8
He's
years
laughing
ago.
now, huh?
Yeah, exactly.
Crisscross isn't.
No. Sara and I grew up in a household with like 70s parents, so we were like David Bowie, Bruce Springsteen, you know, the Police. Like we were that household, so we would go to school and everyone was into Janet Jackson and Vanilla Ice and like, you know, Michael Jackson and New Kids on the Block and all that stuff. And we like totally got into all of that stuff, of course, with our friends, but then we would like secretly go home and put on Krista Berg or Supertramp.
And they hipped you to Leonard Cohen.
Leonard Cohen and Neil Young and
Lyle Lovett.
The new album being called Sainthood is kind of pulled from it.
It's a reference, yeah, to a song.
we went down to New Orleans to write together for a week, which was the first time we'd ever done this, like in the fall. And we had been working on this song for like an hour, and Sara was like, just let me throw some I have a melody in my head, let me throw this down, and then we can move on. I was playing drums. I decided I wanted to be the drummer for this session. She started singing these words to this song, and I was just like, oh my God, this is the most beautiful thing I've ever heard. This is the best. She needs to quit Tegan and Sara immediately and go and write lyrics for someone else, because our band will never be successful enough to do justice to the beauty of this song. I was just sitting there like trembling with the drumsticks. I was like, oh my God. And then she finished, she's like, all right, ready? And I was like, well, that was beautiful. Like, you just came up with that like that? And she was like, no, it's Leonard Cohen. And I was like, oh.